Hello, everybody. How is everyone doing tonight? Welcome. We're chatting about a little something tonight, but I'm going to give people a chance to get in here first. And I hope people have seen the post asking you to do the quiz, if you've had a chance to do that. Just so I can find out what your love languages are, too. So we'll talk about that in a few minutes. And I have some cheat notes because there's some things I don't want to miss telling you. So I'm just going to get myself comfortable here. So let's see who we have in the chat so far. Kenny, Ornament, aka Kenneth Oakes. Thank you for sharing that out. Says he also did the quiz. Hello, Lily. How are you doing tonight? Hope you got some sleep last night. I know it was a short night for me. Let's stop staying up so late. Hello, Jill. Welcome to my channel. I see you subscribed, and I appreciate that. And Jill also did the quiz. I'll give a couple more minutes. So, for a couple more minutes before we discuss the topic. I've got all the things almost set up for next month. So, of course, February, we're going to start out the first week with trivia. So brush up on your supernatural, because we'll be doing some supernatural trivia. The second week, the 9th, we're going to be pushing things back a week, because on the 9th will be the cruise-a-thon for Helping Hands for Cruising, and it starts Thursday night at 4 p.m. So we'll be doing a little thing there. We want to raise some more funds for Helping Hands for Cruising so that we can send more recipients on cruises. On the 16th, we will be doing Cook With Me, and this will be making Dirty Reubens. You're going, what's Dirty Reuben? Dirty Reuben is my son's take or twist on a classical Reuben. There's a couple things we don't care for, so he changed things out around, so they are really good. And then the last week of February, we'll be discussing essential oil, and that will be lavender. And there's so many uses for lavender. I can't wait to talk to it. So, go going back to the Helping Hands for Cruising, February 9th to the 12th. It'll start Thursday at 4 p.m. and go to midnight, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday will be 8 a.m. till midnight. If you are a creator and you'd like to participate, get a hold of Meg, and when she gets in the chat later, I'll get her to drop her email. I know I should have it handy, but I don't. Not at the moment. So Joel's saying hello to everybody. Nice fun you here. Oh, thanks, Lily. I did a new intro to my channel on my page, but I will give a little bit of spiel on it at some point. Nomadic Rat Pack, hello Troy, how are you doing? We got a few minutes. My channel, I am big about family, so much so I have family tattooed on my wrist. I have 3 adult children, 2 are natural, and 1 is my son's friend that has become a part of my heart as well. So all 3 of them are on my tattoo. I like to travel. I just did my first cruise, so there's a bit about that. I'm involved with live action role play with my kids, and there's a bunch of videos on that. And I'm a wellness advocate for essential oils. So things have been kind of static since the pandemic. So I'm trying to get that rolling again. So I'll be teaching a little bit each month on essential oils, and maybe doing some DIY projects on the last week or the months that have an extra week. We'll throw something like that in there, including showing you in a few months how to use essential oils in cooking. So we'll be combining the two. And what else? Oils, LARP, cruising, traveling, and I have a bunch of videos of local stuff. I've got kind of bitten by the bug lately about doing shorts too, so we're just doing little shorts of what's going on around my place. I haven't got out too far in the last couple of weeks, and I just started doing shorts, so we'll just work from there. We'll expand as things get nicer, because we just got a whole heap of snow yesterday. Not as much as Nomadic Rat Pack. I don't get that much snow, thank goodness. But we got a good 6 inches yesterday. There's some shorts on that. There'll be one more I'm going to drop tonight, because it kind of all goes together. So, here's spirits with a few goodies with THC. So I have one that I'm going to do. I don't think I'm doing it till spring, unless I move it up. Yes, in May. I'm doing one oil that works on the same system in your body as THC does. So we'll be talking about that in a few months. So, the 5 love languages. Funny try, real funny. Say hi to Papa for me, Kenny. Now we're talking about the 5 love languages. It was developed by a man named Gary Chapman, and there's lots of books on it. I just looked it up online. Oops, that other little burb is for later. So the 5 love language, they don't necessarily pertain to a romantic relationship. It can be your friends, your family, your co-workers. Each person has a natural preference of how they give or receive love. And I'll expand on that in a minute. Each person has a primary love language. I'll tell you mine in a moment. And that's the significant one, but the other ones has some significance too. Like if those that did the quiz that you see you had a primary one. All I'm going to ask for is if people want to share their top one, and it's just going to, or they can just tell me it's the same as mine or it's different. So that way I know how to show my appreciation as well. So I have a primary one, which was like 37%. My next one was at 33%, and then the other ones were a lot lower. But that just kind of shows the two things that are mean more to me. If you want to show me love, or those things, it doesn't need to be love kind of stuff. But when you show your coworker, your friend, your partner, your appreciation, that's okay, Lily. The link's there if you want to go do it after. That's fine. So by learning the other's love language, we can modify how we give or show love to them. Now, the 5 love languages are words of affirmation, quality time, receiving gifts, acts of service, and physical touch. Now, expand on each one of them, and I'll tell you what mine are, and we'll go from there. Now, physical touch, I'll be the first one here. Physical touch can be hugs, it can be a pat on the back, it can be a high five, holding somebody's hand while you're talking to them. It can be a thoughtful touch on the shoulder, the arm, their hand, like you're just talking to them, talking about something in depth, you put your hand on top of their hand, to showing, that physical touch is their love language. Or face, it shows concern, care, and love. It can be just sitting close together. Your physical presence and accessibility are crucial. Touching or stroking their hair. It's not just about the bedroom. In romantic relationships, it can include hugs, kisses, holding hands, cuddling. Just making thoughtful intimacy a priority. And I don't mean just the yes. In families, siblings can show it by, just roughhousing or tickling or, the silly things they do. I think, nope, it's down the bottom. I was up there on one of my kids, because I know when my two get together, my two get together, it never fails. Then they're 20, almost 25, and 28, almost 29. And they get together and they start roughing around, trying to take one other down, and always wrestling. Harmful, I'll touch on the harmful physical touch things that can be harmful. I'm not trying to think of the word I want. Neglect or abuse can be unforgivable or destructive. Corporal punishment or threats of can be harmful. In relationship, long stints without intimacy, or being cold or distant. So that's the first one. Thank you, Troy. So take a quick peek here, make sure everybody's just saying hi to one another. Okay. Now, next one is acts of service. Acts of service is acts of kindness. Anything done to ease the burden and responsibilities of this person. It speaks volumes. When people do this for you, or you do it for another person, assisting with household chores, exchanging chores, or doing them together. Making a meal together. Ask them, what can I do for you? You good? Okay.
Love you for people.
So my child that lives here, acts of service is his love language. And I know neither one of us like to do dishes, but doing things for him, like doing the dishes, because I know he doesn't like doing them, or, you know, tidying up things, or, you know, throwing a load of his laundry or things like that, mean a lot to him. And he will say it, like, you know, thank you, give me a hug because he appreciates that. Harmful parts of the acts of service: lacking on follow through on tasks, big or small, ignoring their requests while helping others and making others' requests a higher priority, ignoring, forgetting promises, overcommitment of tasks, laziness, broken commitments, making more work for them, treating them like their feelings don't matter. Those are harmful to their love language. Why don't you trust Troy, Daryl?
What's wrong with Troy? Which Troy are we talking about? Because I trust all three of them.
So we'll go with receiving gifts. Receiving gifts says don't mistake this for materialism, like preoccupation for having all these materialistic things. It's not the cost, but the thought that counts. The receiver thrives on love through thoughtfulness and effort behind the gifts. Receiving something unexpected, simple things like a card, a flower, a note, a handmade gift, thoughtful gestures, something made especially for them. Giving time, small tokens, remembering special occasions, expressing gratitude when you're receiving from them. And harmful things is missing birthdays, anniversaries, forgetting events, or hasty, thoughtless gifts, like if you don't take the time to, you just grab something because it's just handy. And same with absence of everyday gestures. See, if you know your partner, coworker, friend love language is receiving gifts, and yours is acts of service, you might do all these acts of service thinking they would appreciate that, and then you get discouraged because they're not showing appreciation because they're not speaking their love language. If there's this receiving gifts or physical touch or something like that. So knowing the other person's makes it a little easier that you can change and go, okay, I like this, and this means a lot to me, but this means more to them than what mine is. I'm leaving the best for last. We've got one more after this.
Best for last.
If people can guess what mine is, because I'm saving mine for last. So words of affirmation includes unsolicited comments. I love you. I care about you. I appreciate you. Expressing the why behind your love and appreciation for them. Genuine words of encouragement, like you can do this. You got this. It can be spoken words. It can be written cards. It can be notes, letters. It could be an unexpected text or message. Just kind words. Harmful part of that one is, I did read that one. Not recognizing, appreciating their efforts, telling them they're disappointing, emotionally harsh words, undue criticism and insults, or damaging them. So if I left mine for last, that would be quality time. My love language is quality time. Full undivided attention, one-on-one time, being face-to-face, being there, really being there. No distractions, interruptions. Focused attention makes them feel special, appreciated, and loved. Spending time together, just sitting together, watching a show. Doesn't always have to be the interaction. Listening to music together, going for a walk together, just sitting and talking, running errands together, or taking trips, going on walks, doing things together, making a meal, creating special moments together. Harmful one is hard is long stints without one-on-one time, isolation, too much group time, and distractions because
Yeah.
I want quality time and we have a huge group. Yeah, we're all together, but too many distractions if I want your one-on-one time. Plus postponed events when you're looking forward to spending time with the person and they bail on you at the last minute.
See, I had to learn that one because of my vocal cords. I had to learn how to spend time more quietly.
And then failure to listen. Like I said, my number one was quality time. My number two is physical touch.
Ooh.
So that's for the hugs. And then words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts. I love little gifts, the thought, but it's not a big deal to me. I'd rather spend the time with you. And that's sorry.
I was gonna say, I think that also happens the older you get too, because you have all your things, so you're like, I just want to spend time with people.
Yeah, like I don't care if I do appreciate Christmas presents.
Yeah.
And the thought goes into them. And I'll leave it at that this year. But I would rather just have my kids, all of my kids around me at Christmas time and family.
Same here.
And there's one more part I'm going to touch on, and then we just chat.
Did she say touch? She said touch.
Oops.
Sorry, Steve is distracting in the background.
I'll just come back here. Troy's my nemesis. Do you own a Hummer? Just curious, asking for a friend is all. Hi, Troy. Hello, Josh.
Hi, Josh. Hi, Najuma. Hi, Troy.
Hello,
Hi.
Hello, Najuma. Hello, Darren. Yes, Kenny is in the house. Actually, he's visiting Papa.
Yep.
Lillian sent you an email, B.
I said check. I just got home.
Yep, Jill guessed it was quality time. Yep. Yeah, I can be emotional. I suppress a lot too. Somebody's making a meal late. I made dinner early.
I bet you nobody knows what my number one is. Not at all.
I think you told me.
Look, my name's almost there. No, just kidding.
No, I'm just trying. How has my igloo come along? Well, I'm gonna drop one more thing tonight. Short tonight. It's not an igloo, but
I had to put socks on. I was not impressed.
Listening is my issue.
Mm-hmm.
Who had ADHD? Oh, look, it's me.
It's me.
I'm not going to ask that number.
Mine is.
Good guess, Lily.
Followed by literally 1 point difference.
This and this is a big one for me.
Comfortably alone.
Quiet.
Oh, Daryl. Be kind to me. Put some pants on.
Okay, sure. I'll see you in a minute. So it just doesn't have to be between you and a partner, friend, coworker.
No.
There's also the 5 self-love languages. These are things of self-love you can do for yourself, depending on what your love language is. Physical touch can be things that make your body feel good or focus on your physical being. Massages, soft blankets, physical activities, spa days, skincare routine, swimming, yoga.
Brushing your teeth.
Yep.
Who would have thought?
Acts of service could be doing, arranging things for yourself to make you feel good. Okay, I'll look at it in a minute there.
Was it me?
No. Somebody else would have my
Thank you,
WhatsApp.
Larry.
Under acts of service, therapy, acts of kindness, scheduling, cleaning, organizing, delegating, going out, just treating yourself. Another one, self-love under receiving gifts is treating yourself by purchasing or getting things that make you happy. Trips, crafts, supplies, comfy clothes, little gifts, little indulgences, investing in yourself. Words of affirmation is giving yourself pep talks, encouraging yourself, those ones you can do in the mirror. You're awesome, you're beautiful, you're kind, you're loving.
Oh, wait a minute. Thanks for being beautiful.
A lot of positive self-talk, daily affirmations, mantras, and even journaling. And quality time, which is funny, quality time for yourself can be spending time alone. Hobbies, doing things you love. Meditation, a hobby or creative time, taking yourself on dates, and just relaxing.
I do that. I always take my birthday off, and it's my day for myself. And
I did that
Steve
too.
at night.
I did that too when I was working at the doctor's office, and I always booked it in advance.
Mm-hmm. I can tell you where I work. Last year was the first time I worked on my birthday. The first time, and they're like, oh, "You're here on your birthday?" I was like, I was miserable. I was like, "This is not my day."
The last year I was at the office, I had booked in advance, like 2-3 weeks, and made arrangements with this other coworker that could cover for me because she only worked like 1 or 2 afternoons a week. So it's like, can you come in for me that day?
Yeah.
Oh, sure. And unfortunately, her mother had passed away a month or 2 before.
Oh.
But this arrangement was already made, and I had reminded her.
Yeah.
And then my birthday was on like the Wednesday or Thursday. I think it was a Wednesday. She walked in the office on the Monday because our paychecks were like the Thursday, but she hadn't got in to pick it up. Come in on the Monday morning to pick up her paycheck out of the drawer. And she said, oh, she was going such and such a place for a week.
You're like, but.
You're supposed to be working for me. Oh, well, I'm going to be. I don't know how far away it was, but it was like, okay, fine. Well, that made me feel like a piece of crap. That I don't matter, but I got over it. My other coworker and I get along like V and I get along. I call him V. V's been like my Bonnie 2.0 since I don't see my other coworker. I miss her very often, but her and I spend special time together. In fact, our boss sent us on vacation to Cuba together. So we lived together for a whole week and it was fun.
Then you had a vacation with me.
Yes, I've had several.
It's like parallel lives. It's weird.
So
can I say something to Josh?
Sure can. I'm just gonna.
I'm applying that for 2023. Tell me if it's working.
Okay, what's up? Come on, what's up?
Kenny said, Michael Ann, check your WhatsApp. I sent you a message. You are more than welcome to read it. Doesn't read it out loud, I hope.
I'm trying to get over here.
She's like, I'm trying to push the button.
It's being slow. Come on, wake up. What about
to all the people I didn't say hello to. Hello. Bye, Lily. Take care.
Interesting.
What?
I could write that in my book.
Ooh.
Is it okay to share, Kenny?
Yeah, I'm waiting for him to give it a thumbs up or a yes or a no. A Y, an N. People, did you all give a thumbs up? Because I don't see it.
I'm back up here. Okay, seeing that. V gives good hugs and cheek pinches. She does. Long, uncomfortable hugs sometimes. Self-love can be fun, yes.
Daryl. That's why he wears a Speedo.
I love hugs. I think I prefer spending time with my husband. Love language is sarcasm. Body language. I love gifts. I'm more than welcome to read it. Okay. So Kenny's love language is words of affirmation. So comments and kind words and that. Howdy do. Hey, JJ. Gotta run. See you later. Okay, talk to you later, Lily. Sure, Morgan, welcome. But lost you for a second. Nope, still here.
We are here together.
Now I'm just going to play a little commercial.
I love commercials.
Just gonna find it again for a second.
Have you ever dreamt about taking a cruise on one of them fancy boats, soaking up the beauty and the magic just to free your soul? It's floating on the ocean, just a notion that seems out of reach. One thing on your bucket list is just to go and see the beach. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but Helping Hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
You know you gotta do the things you've only dreamed about. Don't let anything stop you thinking you can't go all out. You can do the things you never thought were possible with Helping Hands to help you get there. Even oceans are no obstacle. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but Helping Hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
So if you ever dreamed about taking a cruise in one of them big old boats, soaking up that sun, feel that breeze, yeah, there is still hope. Don't let the ocean be a notion that is out of reach. Let's get together, help each other, and go see the sea. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You've got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but Helping Hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
Catchy tune. Thanks to Matt Adventures and his wife Amy for that catchy tune to help promote Helping Hands for Cruising. And like I said, 2 weeks from tonight, it will be kicking off the cruise-a-thon. You're probably going to hear that a lot during the cruise-a-thon. I will also... It was written by the channel's name is Fat Mad Adventures, and his wife wrote and performed that.
Matt and Amy did a good job.
That's all. It's like it's catchy. Like needed to have it recorded and blasted out.
Well, on the last day, I did play it in the elevator when I was with somebody all the time, and they were like, "That's catchy."
Well, I didn't have internet access or whatever, so it's like, yeah.
But it didn't keep the whole, because the elevator moved and then I just lose it.
Yeah.
So,
Well, hopefully it'll get out there.
when I was waiting for the elevator, I was doing the elevator music with that song.
We're doing a heck of a job there for the fight. It's only been about a year and a half.
Yeah, it's already been that long. Yeah.
We had the inaugural cruise. Of course, Kenny was the first recipient. We have another cruise going out in March 9th to the 16th, I think it is, which has 2 couples as recipients. We have James and Cindy Catanese, and we have Amber and, oh my gosh, Scott. It went in my head for a second, as the other couple. They're going on the Carnival Pride out of Tampa, and they're going to Roatan, Mahogany Bay. I'd have to look it up. Actually, Troy S is going on that cruise as well. Meg and Paul are going on that cruise as well. The Fantastic Cruisers are hosting the group cruise.
With what's their name? Aren't they going with Pero DJ as well?
Pair DJ, that would be an awesome cruise to be on, but blew the budget on going on the other cruise, so I have to save up.
I'm just saying, if I win the lottery, it's all the only way.
Oh yeah, if I win the lottery, I'm going to cruise several times a year, and I'm going to go to Cuba at least once, if not twice a year.
I thought you were just going to get a cabana and live there 6 months.
Get a cabana boy too. I mean, no.
Oh boy, cabana man, whatever, no judgment.
No, man. That was a funny thing. Who made the comment? Must have been somebody I went to Cuba with, because I took selfies with at least 3 young men from Cuba. And it was like, oh, I got pictures with Sugar. Oh, you got yourself another server, dude. Yeah, you're all young enough to be my kid.
Yeah.
But it's just nice meeting all these people. They're so friendly and so appreciative. There are some cruises coming up in 2024. I had a thing, actually. It's funny when you're Facebook or YouTube, see you looking at things, all of a sudden you got all these suggestions. And I got suggestions for back-to-back cruises.
Oh,
on Carnival Horizon, and it's like, how did you know?
you're like, can you sign me up for free?
And it was Facebook, because it was John Heald's thing.
Yeah.
It was showing the Carnival Horizon back-to-back cruise dates for 2025. It's like, okay, maybe.
Larry, when is your cruise in 2024? May?
I think so.
I think it's May. I don't know. I know it changed a few times, so I'm trying to always remember. I was like,
I think so. That's a big ship.
mm.
Like,
It took me half an hour to get to the restaurant. I could just imagine there, and I'd be walking for 3 hours just to find him.
that's
May 5th, 12th.
on the Celebration, right?
Celebrate. Miss Ananda, come on.
You look at the ships there. The little ship is the Horizon. That's the one we run on. The big one is the Celebration, which is the group cruise that.
Larry, I hope you have like little wheels on your shoes or something.
I was like, oh my, that's a big boat. the
Are
big.
you allowed to wear rollerblades?
I don't know. I would need a. Would almost need a skateboard or a scooter.
Or one wheel, whichever you use.
You'd be calling me late for dinner. No, I'm not checking in for our table till I'm mid-ship because I'll never get there.
Yep.
Kenny's saying his cruise was a blast for sure. This is Kenny's other channel.
Yeah.
Well, it's an advantage planning is that far in advance because a lot of them you can work out a payment thing, whereas you put a deposit down and then you can pay on it, and then final payment's probably a couple months before the cruise. I know the final payment for ours was due in July for the October cruise. So it gives you, you can pay what you can along the way. It also gives you time to save up your money for excursions or for little extras if you like to do the restaurants that aren't included. My brain just having brain farts tonight.
Interesting. I just sent you a message, McLean. You tell me, what do you think? I think, wow, isn't there in order?
Royal Caribbean Icon of the Seas in February 2025. Gives time to pay things off, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, that's no wow butter, I'm going to tell you right now.
Oh, no, we're good.
That's a little jiffy.
Wow.
Wait, let's match.
Wow.
Wait, your arrow is not pointing to your mouth. Put it on the other side. There you go. Daily Dose of the Bible. There we go. So that's the channel. I always remember. I don't remember the letters. That's why I was like, can't even figure that.
Daily Dose of the Bible, KJV, which is King James Version.
I remember King James, but I didn't think it started with King James. So I was like,
And Amanda is getting her passport February 17th. That's awesome.
Ananda, I plan to see a short video of you dancing with it in your hand. Just saying. Steve, why are you still talking to me?
I don't hear anything. Well, maybe he's words of affirmation. I don't know.
He is. He's like Kenny.
Oh, and sorry, I had permission to share another one. Troy S. is also words of affirmation. Maybe that's why he and Kenny get along so good there.
That's why he likes when I call him Blue Eyes. I get it now.
Oh, Troy S.
Troy S.
Troy S.
Troy S.
Not Rat Pack.
Well, I always talk to him, so those are all my words.
Yep.
I made him a song. That was just...
I had to wait 5 minutes before I could chat with this channel because I disconnected with this channel. Yeah, you were connected through the other.
it's all
Which
fine.
makes me wonder.
Wonder.
Wow.
Good love.
Awesome. Okay, come on, computer. This is not the time to be slow. I go to look at something. Now you don't want to take me back to StreamYard. That's fine. I can talk to people without seeing. Okay. Where was I? I will let her know that Rishi is napping right now. Okay. Like words like, those are hurtful words. Especially the people with words of affirmation.
But I have a question. Have you ever looked up the word hurt? And it says your hits. It's like you are and then HT. So it's like your hit, so you're going to be hurt. It just makes sense if you visually look at the word. Soulshine, yeah, baby. Soulshine is awesome.
Now the song I'm hooked on right now, and I can't get it out of my head because you played it for me, is Miley Cyrus, "Flowers."
I can buy myself.
Flowers. Write my name in the sand.
Wait. I can hold my hand.
I can hold my hand. That song it's stuck in my head, and the funny thing was I had it playing on my phone while I was doing something in the kitchen, and the other two had gone out. Most of them had gone out. No, Trevor was downstairs. His girlfriend had gone out, and she came in, and her phone. She had it playing on her phone with her headphones on. When she came in, and she goes, "What?"
I think it's gonna break Taylor Swift's record or whatever.
The lyrics are so right on.
So, Michael Ann, I think that's gonna be our duet. So, what do you think?
I think so.
I think it is.
Where's my coffee between Angel and Ray?
All I gotta say is that's hot.
I'm going to
What do you want?
copy that. Hello, Steve.
Hello.
What are you shaking your head at me for? What did I do?
I didn't say it was you. I'll come over here.
So yeah, if you see me looking there, it's because Steve's there.
No, Steve's right there.
Darren says, "Howdy, Steve."
Howdy, Darren.
Can you hold on for a sec for me? I'll be right back.
I can do that. I can hold my hand. No, just kidding. Yeah. So I've been having fantastic days, just to let you know. So, by the way, my love language was, obviously physical touch. But you know what was a close second, which I was surprised? Wait a minute, let me pull it up again. It was acts of service. I thought it would have been quality time. But I was like, well. So I'm like, it's all good. Strike a pose, I could do that. Well, I could do. Have you seen my Instagram with my eyebrows? I'm trying to do my physical. I was like, facial exercise. Think or hate caffeine, soldier needs a sustained life. Yeah, see? In private, you ask me what they should give soldiers as a care package, you guys will just laugh your heads off. Just saying. You want me in charge of the military. There'll be very happy military men out there. None of this, what is this? What are those ration things called? They look like hockey pucks. I'm in Canada. Hockey puck deserves to be on the ice rink. Anyways, sorry, Steve and I did this love, what is this? The quiz 5 love languages a long time ago. And we were like, hey, that's pretty much what we thought we were.
Well, I had my kids do it. I think it's since we moved in here, so it's in the last 5 years. So I have to say probably about 2-3 years ago. I had done it, and I was like, I'm really curious to know what theirs are, so I can better, relate to them. And the funny thing was, the two that I thought would be quality time were quality time.
There we go.
one. My youngest is acts of service, and my daughter-in-law is physical touch.
But my physical touch and my what's the other one? Acts of service were really close. I didn't think they were going to be that close. So I was surprised.
And the ones that are quality time. Second one's physical touch, and the other one's words of affirmation, and then the opposite for the next one down.
Yeah.
But you're like, they're really close, 29, 26, 23%, 32,
Yeah.
29, 23%. Like my daughter-in-law is like 27, 20, 20, 20. So it's like really close. And my quality time and physical touch are 37, 33, and then drop still the next one's 30 or 13. So it's quite interesting just to, but I wanted to do it so I could better relate to them. And then I printed out like the stuff I read tonight so they could understand too.
Yeah.
And then the last page was, I gave them a copy of each other's so that, they could better interact and relate to the other. So it was just something interesting. And I thought with Valentine's Day coming up in just over 2 weeks, it was something different that wasn't all about, intimacy and all that stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
I was going to talk about essential oils or stuff like that around that time, but I was like, when it gets close, I can maybe one of the other ones just drop a couple ideas. But
And it's funny because when Steve and I did this, I said, before we got married, we had to do we called it the wedding course, And I said, why didn't they give these 5 love languages as one of the quiz during that thing? He goes, yeah, then you would know how to talk better to your partner. But Steve and I had already discussed something, just discussed, so we understood what we liked. And I said, I don't like surprises. Then he saw that my receiving gifts is 3 or 4%. And he's like, yeah, she doesn't. I was like,
no, I appreciate the thought,
yeah.
but if you're just going to buy me random stuff,
Yeah.
I've been
Same here.
given some random stuff, and it's like it's taking up space. I'm trying to start decluttering some stuff here because I've got everything that was in, because I had this in my office, which was my youngest room when he had decided to make the basement his bedroom, and they decided they wanted come up make this room again, so I had to move everything from there into here. So that's why I have everything's so cluttered, and I was making some space.
Larry's asking if we can guess his. We'd have to pull up the options. Words of affirmation for Larry or physical touch.
I'm thinking physical touch.
And I'm like, but he loves to talk and he's very positive, so I'm like, that's what I'm like. Okay, Larry, you gotta tell us. Anticipation.
Can't make it guess and not tell us.
Then he'd be like, oh, I'll tell you on Levy's life. No! Don't make us hang.
And that's what I pinned to the top
Thank
V's
you.
link for 7 p.m. And thank you for covering for me for a minute. Good job, ladies. It's physical touch.
But your number 2, is it words of affirmation? That's what I want to know. And when I told Steve that receiving gifts is not high, I said I wonder if that's because when we were young, we were not very, we were not very padded bank accounts, whatever the word is in English.
Quality time.
Quality time. All right.
So it's the opposite of mine.
So,
Thanks for covering. Nature called, and it was just not waiting till your life.
Well, good. But I figured that, I said, like my mom bought me one little thing for my birthday, but it wasn't like I went to birthday parties and it was like presents and presents and presents and presents. I was like, then I said to my mom, why so many presents? Like, don't they have Christmas coming up? Don't they have Valentine's? And my mom's like, you're a very practical child.
I watched One of the channels I watched, they really cut back this year, but they moved into a new house, so that was a kind of thing. But it was nice to see them cut back.
Yeah.
Even though they're a big channel and they got, all this. But I watch another channel and they have like 12 kids. And
Well,
I didn't
thank
see
you
the
for
Christmas
checking for
one.
me.
I didn't see the Christmas one, but the birthday things, and there's like piles and piles of gifts, and they're big. Like one kid turned 16, he got a new gaming computer, monitor,
Can I be there?
and some different other electronic things to go with that, and they bought him a car. And I'm like,
Can I be child 13? I think they need a lucky 13. That's me.
there's another channel I watch too, and it's like, as long as the kids have a few of the kids that are over 16 have their own channels.
Yeah.
They're kind of spinning off, and they've got, of course, their parents have a bigger channel. But they're not out working, and how are these kids affording it? But they've got a lot of them have their own car, they have their license, their own insurance. And I'm like, say what? I didn't get my own car till I was in my 20s. It's amazing I'm not crazy about others touching me. I'm okay with hugs, but limited.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's
Not everybody's an extrovert. Some people are introverts, so they don't. As much as they like it, it just, their bubble is smaller.
like that meetup. It's like we've seen these people, we've got to know these people, we love these people, and the first thing we did when we seen each other, it was like, oh, we get to finally meet. Not thinking, maybe that person's kind of.
Yeah. Well, Amy, I was like, sorry, Amy was like, I'm meeting. I was like, just wait 2 seconds. Just wait 2 seconds, Amy. Okay, thank you, Amy. Because I knew she was not one of those hugger people. But I was like, I just want to hug her 5 minutes. So happy. Amy, I love you if you're watching this. I'm watching a lot of replays too.
Somebody sees us on the replay, go ahead and do the quiz, and let me know if you want to in the comments what your love language is. So we got 3 minutes, folks, and then we're gonna head over to Call Me Bees. Okay, everybody, we're going to Call Me Bees. The link's at the top.
We'll just have some fun.
Yep. What did I see that? What was that called? Let Loose Thursday, the Unleashed edition.
Who let the dogs out?
We're going off leash, guys.
Yep. It's gonna be wild.
And then I will drop the last short of the day to go along with the other ones after Bees Live.
Oh, thank you, Larry. Look, my other big brother's okay. He's like, I'm okay with these hugs. Larry knows that when I saw him cry, I went up to him and I said, if you ever need a hug, I know your wife is not here, but I'll give you a hug. Because I was feeling his pain, and I was like, Larry, I know, just so you know, I was willing to make sure your heart was filled with happiness just for that 5 seconds of pain, I was just like.
Well, one of my favorite hugs, I ended my intro video with. And a question. My intro video, can you guys hear the music?
Oh, I don't know. I was on the road.
Did you guys hear the music of the intro video? Because when I did the playback, I didn't hear any music from last week. So.
Oh. Okay, Michael, I'm going online, okay?
We'll be there in 1 minute.
Drop some green hearts. Love you. Bye.
Bye. Yeah, just a question. Like, did anybody watch from the beginning of the intro? Did you hear the music? Because when I check it out when I'm playing it, I'm hearing the music. But when I watch the playback of my live, there was no music. So I don't know. Don't remember. You did watch it. Yeah, that ends with a hug between me, B, and Meg. That was because they were leaving because they were going back and we were going on the ship, and it was just like we just wish we could kidnap them and take them along. Her and Paul and Troy, but yes, there was music. Okay, thanks, Troy. So at 7 p.m., let's go over to Call Me Bee, everybody, please. And we'll see you there. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for supporting my channel. I appreciate all of you. Love you guys. See you later.